Hello, greetings, salutations everybody, and welcome to the channel of Flash with my playthrough of Wild Guns Reloaded. And this should be a very familiar game if you've been following this channel for the past couple of years, because I have done this game before. Not this particular game, but I played the original Super Nintendo version, and this version is a new and improved version of a game I oh so enjoyed back then, and I'm gonna oh so enjoy it right now. So, why am I doing this game, you may ask? Well, if we're being totally honest, I wasn't that big of a fan of the original Let's Play I've done of this game, because I didn't really plan in advance to do that Let's Play. It was kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing, because I just got a brand new PC and I wanted to test out my recording footage, or my Elgato recording footage, on my Nintendo Switch. And so I thought, hey, the Nintendo Switch Online, they give me Super Nintendo games, so I was scrolling through the Super Nintendo games like, oh, they have Wild Guns, this would be kind of cool to play. And so I'm like, shit, screw it, let's do it. And so I did it. I didn't have a plan or anything, I just kind of did it. Which kind of had the adverse effect of me not supplying the best commentary on that. It was kind of boring. I kept dying a whole bunch. I didn't edit it out where I should have edited it out. And oh my god. Anyways, that's all in the past, because now we're doing a new and improved version of my Let's Play, I guess? A new and improved version of this game, of that game, and a new and improved version of my Let's Play. Everything is new and improved over here on the channel of Flash. It's 2023. Oh, man. 2023 is about to be over too, I just thought about that. But forget about that. So, man, there's something else I was gonna say too. Oh yeah! This was the game I was alluding to during my Super Princess Peach Let's Play when I said, oh, my next Let's Play is gonna be a continuation of a game we've done on this channel. So yeah, this time I actually do have it planned out, what I want to do, what I want to say, everything I want to go over. It's gonna be a grand old time, not to sound like The Simpsons. I mean, not The Simpsons, the Flintstones. We'll have a grand, or is it a gay old time? I don't even remember now. Oh my god. Anyways, so Wild Guns Reloaded. There's a lot of things I actually want to go over. So right off the bat, I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch. So this version, it's also on the PlayStation 4 and on Steam, and I think it's on the Xbox. I believe. I don't know. I've never owned an Xbox in my life. That's like the one gaming console I never owned. I've had PlayStations, I've had Sony, I had PlayStation, I have Nintendo obviously. I had Sega, I had a Sega Dreamcast back in the day. But I've never had any Microsoft console, no Xbox or anything. I mean, I guess you don't really need an Xbox here on PlayStation. They have pretty much identical games, except for like Halo. I'm getting on a tangent, who cares about that stuff? So, what's different about this game is that we actually have settings we can go to, obviously. Retro sound mode, this is actually something you have to unlock. So, I'm gonna do it without the retro sound mode because this is a new game, so we're gonna have new music, new sounds, everything, yeah. Something else about this game is that all the sprites are gonna be redrawn. Like, they're gonna be redrawn graphics, redrawn sprites. Everything's gonna be kind of new. It's gonna look the same, but they're new. And of course, we got some new characters right here on screen. The one on top is Doris. The one on the dog is Bullet. I'm gonna go more about them later on. Not yet. But yeah, we're gonna have new sprites, new graphics. There's gonna be new stages and some new enemies, new boss fights. And all the old boss fights that were in the original, they're gonna have new attacks. So, if you played the original and want something like new but the same, this game is perfect for that. Because it's awesome. I prefer this one way over the original too. And something else you can do too, I'm not going to show it off in this Let's Play because I don't have any friends. But multiplayer, you can actually have up to 4 players this time around instead of just 2. So that's nice. If you have a whole posse with you, you can get the posse rounded up and just play some Wild Guns Reloaded. Anyways, single player. I've been relishing on this long enough. Anyways, four difficulties in a boss rush. Beginner, the only thing different about beginner is that you have an infinite amount of lives. So other than that, it's going to be the exact same as easy. Normal is going to be, easy is going to be exactly the same as it was in the original. Because, not exactly the same, but, how do I want to say this? I'm going to say this right now. Like I said earlier, there's going to be multiple new stages. So if you go on easy mode or beginner mode, all the stages you play are going to be the exact same as the original Super Nintendo. If you go on normal, there's going to be one new extra stage. But the thing is, the extra stage, it's not a new stage that's added on top of the previous stages. It actually has a new stage that replaces one of the previous stages. And for hard mode, it's going to be 2 stages that replace the previous 2 stages. So you're going to have the same amount of stages you play in every single difficulty. But exactly what stages you play is going to be different depending on your difficulty. And of course, hard and normal have I think they have extra enemies, I believe. Or some different enemies, I don't know. We're going to see. I'm going to show off every single game mode here. Boss Rush. I've actually never beat Boss Rush mode before. Maybe I'll beat it during this Let's Play. Maybe, if I'm lucky enough, if I'm skilled enough. I have been practicing a lot. But when I was practicing earlier, I just could not beat Boss Rush. It was too hard for me. Maybe by the time I'm done with this Let's Play, I'll have acquired enough skill for me to actually beat it this time. I don't even know if you unlock anything by it. I don't think you unlock anything. Anyways, we're gonna go on to easy mode because I've been talking way too much. We need to see some gameplay already. Come on, let's go. So, as you can see, we got our 2 original heroes right here in dead and center, Clint and Annie. And of course, we got some new enemies. I mean, not enemies, they're our friends, they're our allies. We got a new doggy companion over here. His name is Bullet. I'm going to be playing as him during easy mode. For normal mode, I'm going to be playing as Clint and Annie. Because, I'm going to start off as Clint, but the only way to change characters is if you get a game over. So if I do anticipate getting on game overs, but on the off chance that I don't get a game over, in case I'm get bursted with a whole burst of godly Wild Guns energy and just go God mode and just dominate everything, I should be alternating back and forth because I should get game overs. Hopefully I don't. Just in case I don't get a game over, I'm gonna show off Annie anyways during some post-game stuff. We're gonna see everybody, that's what I'm trying to say. Doris, I'm gonna play Doris on hard mode because Doris is my new favorite character. She is amazing. I can't wait to show her off. She's gonna be so fun. Anyways, colors. They actually got 4 new colors for everybody. For Clint, we got A, B, C, D. Those are the original Super Nintendo versions. Colors. Now we got E, F, G, and H. So for Annie, these are the original. Blanny, I'm going to be playing as Blanny. Remember Blanny from my original Let's Play? Anyways, E, F, G, and H. Doris, these are her costumes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Whoa, she looks like Zero Suit Samus if she had a diet exclusively of McDonald's. No, I love Doris. And Bullet, I have to actually go all the way back to him. I thought it was just loop over for the selection. Anyways, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Okay. I'm just gonna stick with the original color for Bullet. My little dachshund buddy. So, in terms of the story mode, the stories for these characters, I couldn't find much information about that online, except for Doris is supposed to be captain of she's a cyborg captain of some galactic federation or something. Oh wait, that's Metroid. I did just say she looked like Zero Suit Samus, but I think it's actually called the Galactic Force, if I'm not mistaken. Bullet, I couldn't find anything on Bullet. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know where he got this robot from. I don't know if he has like some kind of hyper intelligence because, you know, he's a dog. He shouldn't be going around doing these shooting missions. But yeah, I don't know anything about that. Annie and Clint should be the same as the original. Like, Annie, her family got killed by the main bad guy, so now she's on a quest for revenge. And Clint is just helping her out. So, enough about that. Let's get on to the gameplay already. Here we go. Wait, wrong game. This ain't Mario. This is Wild Guns. Carson City! Okay, so what can Bullet do? Bullet is, he's actually he's either really good or really bad depending on the situation. So his whole gimmick is that, see this giant yellow reticle right here? Anything that's inside that giant yellow reticle automatically gets shot at. So hey, Bullet has auto aim, which means he's like the beginner character. If you have such bad aim, you really do want to play as Bullet. But this is why I'm playing as Bullet right now during easy mode, because I want to explain everything, and it's a lot easier to explain everything if I don't have like a million bullets coming at me. So, yeah. So something about this game too is that the screen, compared to the original, it's actually going to be, I think it could be in my imagination, but the screen seems a lot bigger than the Super Nintendo version, because the Super Nintendo version, your sprite was like really big, but the actual level was kind of small. So you had to do there was a lot of scrolling you had to do to get from like the right side to the left side. You had to like do a lot of scrolling. Okay, something else about this. The lasso ability, it got nerfed in this game. So in the Super Nintendo version, the lasso would automatically freeze your opponent into place and they couldn't do anything. They just had to stand there. But for this version, whenever you lasso somebody, they just move slower. So they just move in slow motion instead of coming to a complete stop. Oh, and I haven't even talked about a new weapon I had on stage. This is the laser gun. This one kicks ass. I love it. I wouldn't call it my favorite power-up, but it is so good. Because it just feels really good to use. Oh, bomb, 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 bomb. Okay, so there's also something else about the stages. The level designs are going to be slightly different too. So this thing over here, the little black thing I'm shooting at over at the far right, that wasn't in the Super Nintendo version. That's something new. That's something different. Okay, so enough about stage design. Let's get on to Bullet. Get out of here. So this guy, Bullet, one thing he can do about him, if you just jump, he can actually use his drone to hover away in the sky. So that's a really good get out of jail free card for a lot of situations. Also, something else he can do that other characters can't do. So the drone does all the shooting. Bullet just has to dodge and run. So if you just shoot at one location, Bullet can run all the way to like another part of the screen while the aiming reticle stays on the same place. He's the only character that can do that. Okay. Oh yeah, something else I haven't mentioned in the original. The bombs you can pick up, they actually don't explode. They also don't explode in the original either, but that's something I never went over during my original Let's Play. There's actually a lot of stuff I didn't go over during my original Let's Play that I really want to point out this time around. So hopefully I can rectify all that. This guy. Oh, I got the P-gun. Crap. Yeah, the P-gun makes its return back in this game. For the worst. Okay, this guy, the good strategy to use is just lasso him and just shoot. The lasso is going to be your best friend in this game. And the lasso is so overpowered in this game. I mean, it's overpowered for Bullet. Because the lasso, for Clint and Annie, the lasso only hits in one spot. But for this, see how he like kind of does a little circling animation? Yeah, he has a lot bigger range with his lasso than Clint or Annie. Okay, so this guy, yeah, this is gonna be a bit different from the original. First of all, this guy has a completely different sprite than the original game. Also, he has some new attacks. Like this missile attack, it's the same, but the way the missiles, they come down a lot faster than they did in the Super Nintendo version. Ooh. Come on, get out. Don't be a pea gun. All right, there we go. That's a new attack. He gets the giant truck and tries to slam you with it. It's really quite brutal. Why would you want to slam a dog with a truck? Dogs already go through enough trouble getting hit by cars all the time. You don't have to literally pick one up and slam one down on the poor little doggy. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was really easy. Really easy, really easy, really easy, really easy. I mean, obviously, I'm playing on easy mode as an easy mode character. Obviously, I'm not gonna have a hard time with it. This is just a warm-up. I'm only doing this to warm myself up because it's gonna get a lot harder when I play as Clint and Annie. Like, one up. Water. I had to take a sip of water. I've been running my vocal cords for a very long time now, and they were getting quite dry. Okay, so what I did in the original Let's Play was I picked the one with the smallest score, then I just kind of went to the next one in like ascending score point order. But looking back at that, I don't think that was the best idea to use. I think it'd be better to go with the highest scoring area because you get more points out of it. And once every 100,000 points you get a free 1-up. So it would only make sense to go for the ones with the bigger point turnout. Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna go to Gold Mine, baby. Gold Mine. And yeah, I don't know if you saw it right there, but in the scrolling little name text that are right there, there's a place called Flying Ship, and that's gonna be one of the new stages. We're not gonna see it during this playthrough, or this specific playthrough, because that's one of the stages I can only access when you do go on hard mode. Okay, so what I like to do for this, I like to pick up the bombs and save the bombs for the giant blimps, because the bombs do so much damage. This is why a good strategy to employ would be to purposely let the enemies that throw the dynamite, let them live just to get free dynamite ammunition, and just use that to just go to town on people. I wish I knew that during my original Let's Play. I keep saying my original Let's Play. I think for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna consider this episode to be part 2. I think that would make my life a bit easier. Oh! Okay, can I knock this thing out before the timer goes out? Yeah. Like, I don't know if I killed that thing because the timer ran out or if I actually killed it. Who cares? This robot guy, he's nothing because I had my shotgun with me. Can you imagine a dog with a shotgun in real life? That'd be so scary. What would you even do if, like, animals had the abilities to, like, hold weapons? Oh, shit. Okay, this is one of the reasons why the auto-aim is so bad. It's because of moving enemies like that. Since the aiming reticle automatically locks onto it, but it doesn't lock onto it fast enough. So you can never, like, you can never shoot in front of it where it's going to go. You can only shoot, like, where it currently is, so you can never catch up to it. But something, a good way to kill these guys is, like, if you just don't hold the shoot button, but if you just actually, like, rapid fire it like that, you can kind of hit them. It's really hard to do, but yeah, just like that. You have to, like, really rapid fire your attacks. You can't just hold the button. You have to mash the button instead. Which goes against all my muscle memory of playing this game. I'm so used to just holding it. Oh, that money bag right there. That's something new in this game. Every time you shoot the money bag, it like ricochets right back up into the air. So the thing they want you to do is they want you to keep shooting the money bag. And every time you shoot the money bag, money comes out of it. And so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to shoot the money. And the money's worth about 1,000 points. Oh yeah, the red diamond things are worth 5,000. The blue diamonds, I believe, are also worth 1,000. Okay, so this boss right here, this is easy. You just want to stand in this one spot right here and just jump. The only thing that can shoot you is the little turrets, but they always do those little three bullet animations, so you don't have to worry about that. Just stand in this one spot, shoot them just like that. Really easy. Real easy, baby. Okay, this guy is so slow to beat. What I like to do, I like to lasso him then shoot. Even though lassoing him doesn't really make things easier per se. It just gives you, oh damn it, the lasso. I didn't mean to jump. You gotta watch out for the lasso. Yeah, the enemies can lasso you too, just like you can lasso the enemies. Oh, I just got one up. Yeah, you literally have to wait for him to stop closing his eyes, wait for him to open his eyes, then you can shoot. But every time, whenever you use the lasso, you can get more hits on him before he closes his eyes. So that's why I like to use the lasso. Even though it's not technically easier. Actually, I would say it's easier. I would say it's a lot easier, actually. I'd say it's so easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Man, how many times did I say that line during my Super Princess Peach Let's Play? Okay, I'm not gonna get that because this guy's about to die, and every time it has that question mark, it means there's a chance of getting the P gun. I believe it stands for the pellet gun, but yeah, you do not want to get that when he's so close to death. It will just waste your time. I low-key wish that they got rid of the P gun in this game. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad they didn't because I do like to gamble. I like to gamble of not knowing what you're gonna get whenever you get one of those mystery items. Okay, what's next? Armored train for 100,000, baby. Let's do it to it while I sip my water. All right, little doggy, let's see what you've got. Okay, these guys. Those flying enemies, they only drop dynamite. Yeah, something else I really learned about this game is that a lot of the enemies have a really simple pattern to their attacks. So if you just know their patterns, then this game is actually pretty simple, regardless of what difficulty you're playing in. Ooh, gotta watch out for those. Okay, the laser gun, I love it. I do like this stage though. I hate the boss of this stage, but I do like the overall stage. Gotta watch out for the mechanical horses. I'm surprised they don't have real horses. I really like how they have they combined space and old westerns. Oh, hold on, hold that thought. So another bad thing about a bullet is that in some situations, if I was playing as Clint or Annie, I could have taken out that turret and the thing next to it at the exact same time. If I specifically aimed right in between them. But the fact that a bullet, he automatically locks onto enemies means he can only shoot in very specific spots. So that's no bueno at all. I wish I had more liberty to shoot where I want to shoot. But no, the situations where that even comes up is very few and far between, so you don't even have to worry about it that much. Okay, so for what I like to do right here, I like to aim mostly at the turrets, because those guys, they don't really do much. They just shoot lassos at you, so you can, they're just standing there. They take way too long to attack, so you don't even have to worry about them at all. Just worry about shooting the turrets. Don't worry about the little cowboy people. Yeah, the bullets they shoot is so slow too. You don't have to worry about that. Oh yeah, get the dynamite. Oh, did I not pick it up? What? Oh, I thought I picked that up. Okay. Yeah, it's smooth sailing from here on out until we get to the boss. The boss, I might die a couple of times too. He's so obnoxious to fight. But yeah, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, aren't I? Aren't I? Yes, sir, I am. Here we go. Okay, this would be another situation where if I were to shoot right in between those two turrets, I could have taken them both out at the same time. Okay, so this guy has two attacks, yeah. He can either shoot like that, or he can shoot lassos at me. Is he gonna, no, he's not. He's not gonna show the lasso attack. I killed him too quickly. We're gonna see it again during Annie and Clint's playthrough. Okay, what I like to do right here, I think it's absolutely necessary to lasso this guy because he's a moving target. He just moves way too fast for you to be able to shoot effectively. Okay, every time he shoots at the little dynamite, that means he's always going to go on screen or go off screen and then come back to. Oh, what? That's it? I killed him that quickly? How? I didn't think I would kill him that quickly. Even during my practice playthroughs, he always gives me trouble. Oh, you know why? It's because I had the Gatling gun. So, or is it called a grenade gun? I don't know what the G stands for. I always called it a Gatling gun, because that just rolls off the tongue. If you see G gun, I just automatically assume Gatling. Maybe because I was watching so much One Piece lately. But anyways, yeah, every time he shoots out those dynamites, he always goes on screen. And so whenever he goes on screen to like wherever you the character is, you can either hit him with a melee attack or you can just dodge him. Normally I like to do melee attacks. If I'm not playing as the dog, I like to do the melee attacks on him because I'm just gonna say it. Whenever it comes to melee attacks, the dog is really bad. Like, it's pretty abysmal. Because for melee attacks to work, you have to be standing right next to the enemy. But for this case, you have to control the drone. The drone has to be sitting right next to the enemy. And it's a lot harder to control the drone than the dog because the drone, there's a delay on the drone. He kind of lags behind wherever the dog is. So, oh, wow, that was close. I didn't even notice the guy shooting at, or the turret shooting at me until a little while in. Good thing I dodged that, huh? Oh, and I got my laser gun too. That's nice. Okay, there, the money bag. See how I can just shoot it all the way up? Oh, I was supposed to shoot it one more time, but anyways. Shoot him! There we go. Yeah, I do love it whenever the enemies stand right in front of the drone. It makes my life so much easier. I love it! I love this game so much. I'm having so much fun right now. It's been so long since I've done a Let's Play. I haven't done Super Princess Peach in like a month, and me going 1 month without doing any sort of Let's Play is just 1 month too long. Man, oh man, I love this game. I'm so glad I bought it. It's kind of overpriced though. I got this game for like 20 bucks. This game is not worth 20 bucks, I'm sorry. It's just a glorified Super Nintendo game. This game should have been like $10. It's not worth 20 bucks. What are they thinking? Hey, I'm not here to complain about price gouging or anything. I'm just here to enjoy a good old game. A good old shoot 'em up style game, baby. Oh, I do not like these guys. I don't like how they have shields. There's also going to be another enemy. Yeah, right there. That's another moving enemy that's really awkward to kill. Any enemy that has motion is so awkward for the dog to kill. I keep calling him the dog. His name is Bullet. I should have just dehumanized him like that. Yes, I know. The irony of me dehumanizing a dog. The irony is not lost on me. You know what I mean when I say oh, good strategy to use. Every time a bomb is on screen, and if you have a full amount of bombs in your inventory, then it's a good idea to just use a bomb right before you get the other bomb. I don't even think I talked about bombs yet, have I? Okay, so the bombs, they're a screen nuke. They're almost a screen nuke. For Clint, I believe it's a screen nuke for Clint and Annie, but for the dog, for Bullet, the bomb only affects like mostly what's directly in front of Bullet. It doesn't get the entirety of the screen. Same for Doris, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah, I would say lassoing the moving enemy is a good strategy, but the thing is, you have to kill that enemy twice. So like, by the time you kill the first part of that enemy, the second part's already moving again. Oh, I almost got blown up. Yeah, fortunately, you can only get blown up by the bombs if you're on the ground. If you're airborne, you don't get hit by it. Yeah, these enemies aren't too bad to kill as like little guys in the last level who are shaking their hips and riding on those minecarts. I do like those enemies, the way they just shake them hips. I didn't really say anything about it during when I was actually playing it, but I just wanted to point that out. I'll probably point it out again when I play as Annie and Clint. Okay, what am I doing? I shouldn't worry about the little flying drone up there, the yellow thing. I should only worry about this guy because the way this guy attacks, or the way the drone attacks, he only goes off to the extreme left or the extreme right. So if you just stand in the center, that thing will never hit you. Or it shouldn't hit you. Okay, this guy. You gotta lasso this guy. Oh man! Damn it. Have I died yet this playthrough? I don't know. I don't remember. I probably have. But yeah, what I like to do, I really like to lasso this guy. He has such a big target too. The big purple dome on his head. Oh, I got the Vulcan. Nice. I know I just said aw, like I sounded disappointed, but no, this is actually a really good thing. Come on, come on. Yeah, after you break open the dome, he goes through this little cutscene of where he can't be attacked. Oh no, I ran out of my Vulcan energy. Whenever you get the Vulcan gun, you're invincible. But I didn't even notice that the Vulcan energy ran out. Oh man, there's just too much going on. Okay, this guy's flashing really hard. And I know a thing or two about flashing. Welcome to the channel of Flash, everybody, where we just decimate giant robots at the blink of an eye. So easy, baby. Good job, little bullet. Yeah, I don't know the lore for this dog. I don't know where he got that drone. I don't know if he's like a super hyper intelligent dog. I don't know anything about his backstory. I don't know why they didn't supply anything about like backstory or anything. The closest thing we have to a backstory is that, oh hold on, I gotta take a sip of water. Oh yeah. The closest thing to a backstory is that the opening dialogue, like Clint and what's her face, Doris, it kind of implies that they have history together based on the dialogue they had. But other than that, there's not really much story to be told. Unless they like tell the story in the instruction manual. But I got this game digitally and there's no instruction manual, unfortunately. They might have said something about the story in the Super Nintendo instruction manual. I think that's where the entire story about like Annie's family getting murdered comes from. Because the only reason I know about that is because I read about it on Wikipedia. Yeah, the Wikipedia article tells me more backstory than the actual in-game. Oh, these guys. I don't like those flying guys. It's because they're always moving, and yeah, like I said earlier, it's hard to hit moving targets. That's Bullet's biggest weakness in this game, moving targets. I couldn't imagine playing this on hard mode. I'm sorry, the hard mode would be too much for Bullet. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I mean, I'm sure I could have with enough practice, but who needs practice when oh, wow, that was close. I almost got shot. What was I saying? Oh yeah, who needs practice when you play on easy mode? So what I like to do too is to shoot those giant metal robots. What hit me? I didn't even see what hit me. I think the guy spawned right in front of my drone, so I couldn't even see where the bullet came from. That's so shitty. Don't be a pea gun. Ooh, I got a machine gun. I love the machine gun. I think I would say this is my favorite item. Yeah, we gotta lasso this guy. This guy's obnoxious to find if you don't lasso him. And never stand in front of him either. Because that guy mainly shoots in front of him. But he does have one attack. Ooh, voice crack. He does have one attack where he doesn't shoot right in front of him. He just shoots automatically where you are. And man, I don't like this part of the stage. The only reason I don't like this part of the stage is because of those enemies that appear in the water. These guys right here. Oh, I was aiming for the wrong one. See, that's another problem with the auto-aim. He auto-aimed for the enemy that was still inside of the water instead of the enemy that was outside of the water. Like, I just like having the freedom of shooting where I want to shoot. Man, I hate it when they give me another power-up whenever I have like a lot of ammo left during my previous power-up. It makes it feel like such a waste when I get the new item. Like, come on, let me use the power-up to its fullest extent. Don't give me another power-up when I'm not done using it. Come on, game. Stop aiming for the enemy inside the water! Come on, you dumb robot. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. Actually, technically I said this in my original Let's Play, but just in case you haven't seen it or you might have forgot, every time you kill an enemy, it makes a timer go down by a second. So that's your incentive for killing the enemies. Because the timer, they don't go down in like, ooh, come on. They don't go down in exact seconds. It's kind of like a second and a half before like one digit falls down. So that's why you want to keep killing enemies instead of just like dodging everything, because if you just dodge everything, you're going to be sitting there for a long time. Ironically, doing a pacifist run would make things a lot harder. I don't know if that's ironic or not, but okay, these guys, or not these guys, but these missiles. The missiles fall down so much faster than they did in the Super Nintendo. Okay, so what you want to do right here, you just want to do your little roll. If you hold Y and press B, you can do a little roll to the side. Or, I guess for the dog, it's just a little short hop. If you play as Annie or Clint, it's going to be a roll. Ooh, that was really close. Give me something good, give me something good. Ooh, the laser, perfect. No, don't die! Every time you die, you lose your power-up, so that's why it's always such a bummer to die right when you get a power-up. That is the worst. I hate it when that happens. But fortunately, that didn't happen here. But yeah, every time you do a little dodge roll, you avoid any and all attacks that come at you. You get invincibility. This. Oh, not like that because I just killed him. I didn't even need to demonstrate it that time because I'm that good, baby. I'm that good. Okay, so that's every single level. Now we're on to the final boss. Or the final stage, I should say. We have a whole stage to do before we do the boss. Final fight! Hey, that's a wrong Super Nintendo game. Was that game for the Super Nintendo? Or was it for like the Genesis? Or maybe the Neo Geo? I don't know. All I know is that Final Fight has a representative in Super Smash Bros. And I do not like these robot enemies right here. So, what you kind of want to do, you really want to take your time with this fight because they have a lot of attacks at their disposal. Not even a lot of attacks, it's just that they attack so rapidly that you have to do a lot of dodging. You have to do a lot of dodging before you can get any attacks in. Shit! You have to, before you get any attacks in edgewise. No, don't disappear on me! I could have really used that. Your lasso is going to be your best friend. You really want to use the lasso to make him go a lot slower. Okay, that's one down. And they also changed this enemy's attack pattern in a way because in the original, if you just stood off to the very far right, they could barely ever, I don't even think they ever could touch you. If I'm remembering it right. But yeah, standing to the extreme right is actually, it's a real viable strategy. But of course, that doesn't happen in this game because I guess the developers learned how much of a cheap tactic that was, and they were like, nope, you can't have these new players doing any of that. Don't kill me, please. Never kill me when I have a power-up. Kill me when I don't have a power-up. It'll make my death that much better. Or more tolerable, I should say. Not better. Tolerable. Oh, a bomb. I'm just gonna bomb. I'm bomb nothing. I mean, I might as well have tried it, I guess. I didn't need to use a bomb. Ooh, don't shoot me. Oh, the money bag. You know what? Forget the money. What's a dog gonna do with money? Is he gonna go to the dog market? The dog grocery store? Gonna invest in some dog stocks? Gonna get some dog NFTs? What does a dog need with currency? That's my point. Okay, so this guy again. This little pretty boy guy right here who always does, he's always combing his hair. Every time he sits idle, he just combs his hair. It's nice how they give some characters such personalities. It's amazing how much of a personality somebody can have even without speaking. Ugh. There we go! There we go! Okay, this stage now. For the boss stage of this fight, there's actually something. You know what? I'm gonna cross that bridge when I come to it. I'm not gonna talk about it now. Oh man. again with these moving enemies. I do not like these moving enemies at all. Same with these guys right here. I don't like using melee attacks whenever you're the dog. It doesn't feel right. I don't like it. And these guys shooting their missiles at me. Missiles are so much harder to dodge in this game than the Super Nintendo. Because in the Super Nintendo, the missiles come to you a lot more slowly. Oh my god. Ooh. Man, they're just going rapid fire with the missiles. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this before, but the drone can take damage. It doesn't die, but it just gets stunned for a little bit. I don't know why they gave the drone its own hitbox. It's so obnoxious. Every time you want to do an attack and it's just over there buzzing and short-circuiting like that. Oh man, that's the worst. Okay, 2 more seconds. Okay, so for the boss fight of this fight, oh, that sounded redundant. For the boss of this fight, if you just stand in the center, you shouldn't be able to take any damage. See, look, the bullets just shoot around you in a circle. Don't even worry about the red guys because their attacks. No, stop aiming at the. He's aiming at the wrong one. Ugh. Come on, just shoot the guy in the center. No! Why'd I get the Vulcan gun now? I needed it for the next stage of the fight, not this fight. I was about to kill him anyways. It was such a waste. Okay, this guy again. This guy's... You really do have to lasso this guy. He's always moving around. You gotta make him stand still. Don't make the dog stand still. Make the man stand still. Okay. I'm just gonna go crazy with my bombs. What I like to do, I like to use the bombs every time the turrets are out, just so it can destroy the turrets. If there are no turrets, I don't like using the bombs. This guy's always moving too. You really have to lasso him. Oh man. I have so many lives it doesn't even matter. Ugh, get out of here. Yeah, every time you knock him down, if you lasso him right when he gets up, he's always gonna take the lasso hit. Ooh, gotta watch out for his little smoke screen right there. Just go crazy with the bombs, who cares? I still have 2 bombs left. I could have used my bombs more, but, you know, this game's so easy. Grrr! Ow! Arg! How could I be beaten by some mangy mutt? You gotta rethink all your life choices, pal. Getting killed by a dog. Actually, that happens a lot more in real life than you'd think. Dogs are vicious, especially bloodhounds. But unfortunately, Bullet ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all. Wait, no, he's not even a hound dog. He's a dachshund. I used to always think it was pronounced dachshund, but silly me. It's pronounced dachshund. I believe it's a German word. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. In the original, during the credits, Annie, she had her own special credit sequence where she's just sitting on the ground holding her leg, just contemplating everything she's been through. But that's not gonna be in this game. There's no special credits scene. Not that I know of. I haven't seen it, and I've been in this game like a gajillion times. And not once have I ever seen the special credits scene. Unless they give it to you after you beat Boss Rush, because Boss Rush is the one thing I haven't beat. So unless it's hiding behind the Boss Rush victory screen, I don't even know. I don't know if that special credit sequence is in this game. I love water so much. Man, oh man. So, there's something else I wanted to talk about too, but I totally forgot. Man, it was just on my mind too. I hate it when that happens. I lose my train of thought. Oh, that's it. Oh, I have it here written in my notes actually. That's what I wanted to talk about. The bonus games. They got rid of the bonus games. I didn't show it off in my last Let's Play because the only way to access it is you have to beat a certain amount of levels, I believe, without getting a game over. Either that or you have to get a certain amount of points without getting a game over. But as we all know, or as those who actually saw that Let's Play know, I did not get very far without getting game overs. I died a whole bunch. I was doing live commentary. I'm still doing live commentary right now. But back then, I didn't have as much experience as I do with this one because I really practiced with this game. I do not plan on getting like a million game overs this time. But yeah, there's no bonus game in this game. Not even during the multiplayer. Because remember in the last game where they had a little shooting gallery? There's no shooting gallery in this game. I didn't see it. Not even in a multiplayer. Because I tried testing out multiplayer for myself. I had 2 controllers and everything. But no, they didn't even give me that option to do the shooting gallery minigame. Like was in the original Super Nintendo. Which is really weird because I don't know why they would take it out. Unless it's something you unlock by beating Boss Rush. Because I really don't know what's hidden behind Boss Rush because I never beat it before. And I never actually went online and looked it up. Maybe I should have looked it up. You know what? I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to try to beat Boss Rush during this Let's Play. And it's going to be totally blind to me if I unlock anything or not. Because the only thing you unlock in this game that I noticed was the alternate costumes. Because you start off with the 4 costumes, but like the extra 4 costumes you unlock, you have to unlock them by actually beating the game as the characters. So in theory, I had to beat this game 16 times before I unlocked every single costume. But actually, no, I'm not going to say it now. Or should I say it now? You know, screw it, I'll say it now. I'm not going to delve too deep into the subject, but yeah, like I said in beginner, you have an infinite amount of lives. So, a good strategy, this is something I actually did. I just played the game on beginner. I didn't even like play the game. I just left it running because the timer always goes down whether you're playing or not. So the only time I ever played was during the boss battles. Just do the boss battles, then just let the game run by itself while I go off and do something else. Like watch Netflix or something. but only play during the boss battles. And actually beating the game on beginner still lets you unlock the extra costumes. You don't even have to do it on easy or normal or hard or anything. As long as you beat the game at any difficulty, you unlock the costumes. But yeah, this is part 1, or part 2, I should say. What do you mean I'm only making this game a part 2 because I didn't make a Screamadelica reference in my first episode, and I don't want to have to go through the shame of having a single Let's Play that hasn't referenced Screamadelica. So, what are you talking about? Of course, that's not my reason. This is just a continuation of my first episode of my first Wild Guns playthrough. This is part 2! Part 2! I just went on a really, really long hiatus. Hey, I did the same for Thatch Bell. That Let's Play has been going on for the past 2 years, and it's still not done to this very day. Sometimes I like to take really long breaks in between my Let's Plays, don't you know? I'm gonna show off the rankings real. No, what's it doing? Come on, game. I did not tell you to go into that cutscene. Don't go into cutscenes without my permission. We're going into rankings. Let's go. Okay, look at me. Yeah, that's me. I'm Ray Flash. What? Ray Flash? No, I'm the channel of Flash. Who is this Ray Flash guy? Anyways, Boss Rush. See, I haven't beat Boss Rush yet. This flawed red guy, he's dominating. He dominates a lot of the leaderboards. Oh, wait, some guy beat him as Clint. Yeah, every single character has their own category. I think that makes sense because, you know, every single character has different functions, so it would make sense. Actually, something I want to think about. I believe it only counts or you only get your name on the scoreboard as a person you actually beat the final boss with. I mean, of course it's not going to show up because every time you get a game over, you start your score 0, so you're not going to show up in the top 50 if you get a game over. It's just not happening. But theoretically, if he did get a game over, but still somehow managed to make it in the top 50, I think it would only, the character it would say you did play as is the person you beat the game as, regardless of whether or not you changed characters multiple times during the playthrough. But yeah, that's rankings. Flawed Red is a master. Oh no, now we got BB King. What? I didn't know BB King was a gamer. What are you doing here, BB King? You're a master at guitar, now you're a master at wild guns? No, man. Yeah, of course. The guy with dog in his name got number 1 playing as a dog character. That's funny. Hey, I'm number 552. That's neat. Flawed Red. He dominated. He dominates easy. He's an easy player. Oh, look, BB King's over there again. Number 2, right behind Flawed Red. What am I still doing? This episode's over. I've just been stalling. I'm gonna play as Annie in the next episode. Clint and Annie in the next episode. And I'm also gonna play as Doris in episode after that. And maybe the episode after that, I'm gonna do some miscellaneous stuff, such as going over the. I'm gonna play as Bullet in a post-game episode, because there are stages that Bullet didn't do that he can only do during hard mode or normal mode. So I'm just gonna show those levels off as Bullet, just for the sake of having Bullet be played in every level. At the end of this Let's Play, you're gonna see every single character in every single level. Except maybe for Annie and Clint, but Annie and Clint are so identical, it doesn't even matter. As long as Annie or Clint is in one of the levels, that's all that matters. Anyways, thank you for all watching episode 1. This has been Wild Guns Reloaded. I am the Channel of Flash. I will see you next time with Annie. These guys are tough. Oh, are you scared, Clint? Yeah, good foreshadowing because I'm going to be playing as these 2 characters in the next episode. So look forward to that. I will see you all later. Bye-bye.